morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome everybody to another daily morning ritual. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for coming and activating your highest self, your highest intention. Today is about supercharging our intention, having us come back into our heart, really empowering ourselves to fulfill our highest intention, letting go of all draining thoughts, all draining emotions, realizing that the thoughts that ricochet around in our head all the time are not really who we are. Who we really are is the one that chooses the thoughts, the one that is aware between the thoughts. So today is really a practice about supercharging our intention, and by doing this practice, by going through our breathing exercises and our meditation and our ritual, we really are coming back into this moment, coming back to remember that who we are not all those thoughts, not all those agitated stories about what's happened in the past or what could happen in the future. Who we really are is the one that is present in this moment. And that is not easy. It's a challenge. That's why we can have our compassion for ourselves, compassion for others, realizing that we're doing the best that we can, even though it's intense and challenging and feels awful sometimes, feels like nothing is going our way. We can just let go of those thoughts. We go into a deep meditation. We feel in our bodies and our minds this moment. We realize none of those terrible things are happening. All those things, all those mistakes that we've made in the past are lessons, lessons for learning. In fact, one of the only ways that we learn is through making mistakes. We've experimented, we're continuing our experiments. Every moment is an opportunity to notice, to be present, to be aware, to come back into our hearts, knowing that who we really are is this one that is coming from our heart. Not believing the negative thoughts, not believing the draining thoughts, letting them go, acknowledging that inner child, that inner one that maybe was feeling less than or not good enough. Maybe we listened to those names that the kids in school called us. Maybe we believed them. Maybe we looked in the mirror and made negative assessments of ourselves. And that's not who we are either. Those were stories that we told ourselves because we didn't somehow meet up to some picture that we saw in a magazine. We look at ourselves and say, well, why aren't I like this? Or why aren't I like that? And we can say to ourselves, you are perfect. I am perfect exactly as I am. I am a unique flower, even though I look like all the other flowers in some ways. In many ways, I am completely unique and beautiful in every way. This is who we aspire to be. We aspire to be us. We aspire to be this one. We are already there. The time is already there. We have already arrived. This is who we are. This is our intention. Our intention is to live our highest intention in every moment. Let all the other people in the world have their stories about themselves, about us. And as they go about their day and they project their stories onto us, that doesn't mean we need to allow those stories to come into our consciousness. Instead, we go back and we realize that who I really am, who you really are, is the one that is coming from your heart. So if there are moments during the day where you'd like to spend some moments going internally, going back to that little one that maybe felt challenged at the time, maybe something difficult was happening in your life, maybe you felt especially vulnerable, go back and give that one all the love and affection that you always wanted. Give that love and affection to that one. Update that one on the current situation that right now we live in a beautiful world. All those stories that other people told to us for their benefit. We're focused on our highest intention. We're focused on our purpose. And our purpose is coming from the heart, directing the mind, knowing that as we stay in our heart and our mind, as we stay in deepest compassion for ourselves, deepest gratitude for ourselves and for this life, as we live in compassion for each other, knowing that everybody is really doing the best that they can, that we are able to choose our thoughts, and in choosing our thoughts, we send those thoughts out into the world, and every day unfolds beautifully as we put our energy into our intention, into our highest intention, and the universe unfolds beautifully as this beautiful co-creation of everyone on the planet. Spend some time now. Thank you so much for joining every morning, doing this daily morning ritual to activate your highest self, supercharge your intention. Let's begin. Let's begin with a beautiful reading from the I Ching. The I Ching is an ancient Taoist lesson that comes to us through the ages and never loses its value. It is a message from the universe. Every day is different. And today we have the gentle wind penetrating. Consistent correctness turns every situation to your advantage. The image of this hexagram is that of a gentle wind dispersing storm clouds. A wind that changes direction often, even a very powerful one, will dispense nothing. It only stirs up the sky. The wind that causes real change is the one that blows consistently in the same direction. There is an important lesson for us in this example. When faced with a difficult problem, When faced with a difficult problem to resolve or a goal we wish to achieve, we often are tempted to take striking and energetic actions. Though it is possible to achieve temporary results in this fashion, they tend to collapse when we cannot sustain the vigorous effort. More enduring accomplishments are won through gentle but ceaseless penetration, like that of a soft wind blowing steadily in the same direction. The truth of the sage penetrates to us in this way, and this hexagram comes now to remind you that this is how you should seek to penetrate others. The advice given to you by the I Ching is threefold. First, establish a clear goal. The wind that continually changes direction has no real effect. Second, apply the principle of gentle penetration to yourself. By eliminating your own inferior qualities, you earn an influence over others. Third, avoid aggressive or ambitious maneuvers now. These are rooted in desire and fear and will only serve to block the aid of the creative. The desirable influence is the one that flows naturally from maintaining a proper attitude. In your interactions with others, bend like the willow. By remaining adaptable, balanced, accepting, and independent, and by steadily moving in a single direction, you gain the clarity and strength that make possible a series of great successes. When you are resolutely modest, independent, and correct, our external difficulties magically pass away and success is assured. And then from the Wei Wu Wei Ching, all the teachings of the masters are only tricks, ways of turning you toward the clear realization that accompanies you everywhere and always has. Once you've picked up on this, you can put the tricks down and go on. The sages are telling us to be in the present, to be in awareness, to be between the thoughts, to come from the heart, to know that who we really are timeless beings, to know that this body is given to us in this lifetime, that this body will change and decay, return back to the earth. The gift that we receive from the earth returns to the earth, and that by giving us this moment, this beautiful moment here on earth, that we have an opportunity in each moment to come from our heart and share from our heart and have so much gratitude in our heart for all beings. Let's spend these moments together supercharging our intention, coming into our awareness, and manifesting the reality that we wish to have. So let's spend some moments setting our intention, going into meditation. Meditation is a way of calming the mind, coming back into the alpha state, if possible, even into the theta state. Typically, we are in beta, which is 10 to 13 cycles a second of brainwave frequency. Alpha is 8 to 10 cycles a second. This is the state that we were meant to be in, as if we lived in a calm village with plentiful food and plentiful water. But most of society has made us run amok, and so we continue to sit in beta, and beta causes our amygdala to stiffen up, and we are in fight, flight, or freeze mode most of the time. This is a state that we alleviate with our breathing and through our meditation. So this is how we're activating our immune system. This is how we're activating our ability to deplete our anxiety and depression. So let's spend these moments now in a deep meditation. This meditation is only 4 minutes long, but it is so powerful. It gives us the opportunity to calm and come into this moment. So take deep breaths. Relax now, sit upright in your chair or on the floor. Wherever you're sitting, sit upright. And setting your intention, choose a meditative space. Calm your mind, calm your breath. Feel compassion in your heart for yourself and others. Feel it, really feel it in your body. Feel it in your heart, feel it in your mind, feel the gratitude. Now take your intention, your 90-day, your 1-year, 5-year intention, repeat it in beautiful detail in your mind, and then let it go. Release it to the universe. Mm, such a beautiful meditation. Thank you. So let's now begin to do our breathing exercise. We're going to do 4 cycles of 20 breaths today. Continue our experiment from yesterday to see the 20 breath process and notice anything different. So in this, we do 4 cycles of 20 breaths. After each cycle of 20 breaths, we exhale completely down to 0 and hold it at the bottom for as long as we can into deepest discomfort. And in this moment, we're like squeezing the amygdala, which has been stuck in this fight, flight, or freeze mode for, who knows, for maybe since we were teenagers. And then we take a deep breath after holding it for as long as we can at the bottom. And then take a deep breath for 15 seconds. And that amygdala opens up like a beautiful flower and starts to reconnect to the rest of our brain. This is what gives us the relief from anxiety and depression. This is what gives us access to our deepest immune system. This is now being wired. We're going to wire it with our highest intention. And yeah, so that's our practice. So we start with a deep inhale. We start with, and exhale all the way down to 0. Not a single drop of oxygen or air left in your lungs. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Beautiful. Let's repeat this for 20 breaths. Repeat your intention in your mind. Feel it happening right now. Feel in your heart. Feel deepest compassion for yourself and for others. We're all doing the best that we can. We've lived lifetimes of agitation, and now we're coming out of this long fog. This disconnect from our higher self. We're supercharging our intention at the root of our brain, all the way throughout our brain and body and mind. 10 more breaths. If you have a stopwatch, feel free to get it ready, or a retention timer. All the way down to 0 with each exhale. Last 3 breaths. Deepest exhales. Use your diaphragm and push your belly all the way to your spine. Deepest inhale, inhale all the way to the top of your lungs. Push your belly out. Last breath. Exhale all the way to 0. Deepest inhale. Inhale all the way to the top. Get ready with your retention timer. Exhale all the way down to 0. Hold at the bottom for as long as you can. Keep it there until deepest discomfort. When you can't hold it any longer, inhale deeply and hold at the top for 15 seconds. Repeat your intention in your mind. Deepest inhale, hold at the top. Release all the toxins on your breath, let go of all draining thoughts. Come back into this moment, remembering who you are as the one that is between the thoughts. Thank you so much for joining every day. You're activating, supercharging your intention, boosting your immunity, relieving anxiety and depression, and bringing more love and joy into this world by being present in each moment, coming from your heart, directing your mind. Beautiful. Let's begin our second round of 20 breaths with a deep inhale. Deepest exhale. All the way down to 0. Deepest inhale, use your diaphragm, your middle chest, your upper chest. Exhale from your upper chest, middle chest, diaphragm. Really remember this breathing technique throughout the day. Whenever you feel anxiety or negative thoughts, repeat this breathing technique for 5. It will change your personality, bring you back into the present. Feel the energy crowning out of the top of your head. You're like sitting in the middle of a donut. This energy is crowning around, coming back up through the center of your body. It's like the energy is moving through the middle of the donut, outside, around the outside of the donut, coming back up through the middle of the donut, and you are the hole in the donut. Last 10 breaths of our second round. Deepest breaths ever. You can close your mouth and exhale through your nose if you like. Last 5 breaths of our second round. Last 2 breaths of our second round. Deepest inhale. Deepest exhale. Last inhale, deepest breath yet. All the way to the top. Exhale completely down to 0. Hold your breath at the top, at the bottom, in your deepest discomfort. Repeat your intention in your mind. When you can't hold your breath any longer, take a deep inhale and hold for 15 seconds. Deepest inhale, hold at the top. Expel all the toxins on your breath. Let go of all draining thoughts. Remember that who you are is the one that is in this moment, coming from your heart, coming moment to moment with your highest intention, supercharging your intention in the deepest parts of your brain, remembering that who you are is the one that chooses the thoughts, the one that is aware between the thoughts, the one that is aware in every moment, no matter how intense, feeling the energies come up, coming from spontaneous love and purest intention, modesty, humility, and power. This is our superpower, supercharging our intention, being present. Beautiful. Such a lovely morning. Thank you for joining every morning. Be sure to follow, set the bell on YouTube, share this with your friends, your family, help them realize their highest intention, their greatest immune system, relieving anxiety and depression through these meditative and breathing techniques every morning, coming back into our highest intention. Beautiful. Let's begin our third round of 20 breaths. Let's start with a deep inhale and deepest exhale, all the way down to 0. Deep inhale, deep exhale, all the way down to 0 with each breath. We're bringing in not only oxygen, we're bringing in prana, chi, orgone, 0-point energy. What modern science is finding is the energy that exists between all particles, all subatomic particles, even in the vastness of space where no particles exist, there exists this tremendous energy of the universe. We're just now learning how we might tap into this energy, give everybody free energy, give everybody the power to know that they are taken care of. This energy is available around us at all times. Technology is now catching up. This energy is available to everyone. All concepts of space, time, these are all byproducts of the construct of our mind that creates linear stories, stories that want us to believe that what is happening, what has been in the past, what is happening in the future are stories. And in fact, what we really are is we're actually creating multiple stories. We're surfing reality with our intention. Our intention comes from our hearts and our bodies and supercharges our brain. When we choose our thoughts and choose the highest intentions, they are so much more powerful than any of the draining thoughts that we may have. So by being present and saying these prayers, these intentions, every morning we're casting these beautiful intentions out into the universe, and we're surfing to that reality through parallel realities. We navigate on this ocean of bliss in each moment. Last 10 breaths of our third round. Last 3 breaths of our third round. Feel the energy coming out of the top of your head, coming out of your head in a donut, coming back up through the middle. Second to last breath. Deepest inhale. All the way to the top. And exhale. All the way to 0. Last inhale of our third round. All the way to the top. Deepest inhale. Exhale all the way down to 0. Release all negative thoughts. Repeat your intention in your mind. Hold at the bottom for as long as you can. Take a deep breath at the end, 15 seconds. Deepest breath. Hold at the top. Release all the toxins on your breath. Let go of all the draining thoughts. Come back into this moment. Remembering who you are as the one that is between the thoughts. The one that is coming from pure awareness, coming from pure heart. No premeditated thoughts, just coming spontaneously from the heart. Feeling your intention happening right now, knowing that it is happening right now. Feeling it in your body and your mind with certainty. And letting go, letting the universe deliver the beautiful magic that happens. So good to be here with you. Follow, share with your family and friends. Come back every morning. Build your immunity, build your highest intention. Let go of anxiety and depression. So good. So let's jump into our fourth round. Our fourth round is slightly different than the previous 3. We actually go and do the 20 cycles of breath, and at the full exhale, we also do push-ups at the same time. Those push-ups can be done on your toes, they can be done on your feet, on your knees, against a wall, just sitting if you can't stand. And if your arms aren't up to it, then use your smile. Beautiful smile. Do it at the push-ups as slowly as you can, 5-second push-ups. This builds the maximum presence. You remain completely present in each moment. Repeat your intention in your mind. Feel it happening right now. And this is the fourth round. Beautiful. Let's begin with a deep inhale. Deepest exhale. All the way down to 0. Deepest inhale, deepest exhale. Deep inhale, deepest exhale. Deepest inhale. Deepest exhale. You're doing great. Just do the best that you can. Keep up as best you can. There are no shoulds, there are no need to be's, just be present in each moment. Follow along to the best of your ability. Last 10 breaths of our final round. Unfold if you've been cross-legged. Stretch out your legs. Last 3 breaths of our final round. We're going to roll over into a push-up position. Deepest breath ever. Exhale completely to zero. Deepest inhale. Exhale completely down to zero. Start your retention timer. 5-second push-ups. Hold your breath at the bottom for as long as you can into deepest discomfort, and then take a deep breath and hold at the top for 15 seconds. Deepest inhale, hold at the top. Let go of all the toxins on your breath. Let go of all the draining thoughts, all the thoughts that you don't need anymore. Remember that who you are is the one that is between the thoughts. In this moment, pure heart open awareness, pure body-mind connection. We've been given this beautiful body, all of its beautiful different shapes and forms, each one perfect. In this moment, in every moment, when we come from our heart, choose our thoughts, choose our highest intentions, we create magic. Let's continue with our exercises. If you still have more time, feel free to lay out your towel flat. Lean forward, stretch out your legs. Reach for your ankles. Feels so good, right? Such a beautiful morning. Wherever we are, it's such a beautiful day. We could be in a box in the middle of a mountain. We could be in a cave. We could be on top of a mountain. We could be in our beautiful houses. We could be in our, wherever we are, outside in nature. Appreciate each moment. We're given another moment to come from our hearts, come from our highest intentions. If you can reach your toes, reach your toes. Stretch even further. And reach the bottom of your feet. Reach the bottom of your feet. Now you can lay on your back. Put your feet over your head. Go upside down for a moment. Beautiful. Such a pleasure to join you each morning. Thank you so much for joining. If you'd like to follow up right now with me and leave me some more messages. Hello, Genevieve. Hello, Emily. It's so good to have everybody each morning. Please feel free to share your intentions. Feel free to share your thoughts. Thank you. Until tomorrow morning. Have a beautiful day.